Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday morning, September 13th. We are looking at market profile from Window Trader of the ES and the SPY. Well, one of two things is happening here. Either that number's been leaked, the CPI, or the bulls are really confident that it's going to be in line. As after gapping higher 2 days in a row, right now we're trading above yesterday's high by over $2 with a half hour to go prior to the CPI number coming out. Like I said, we've been saying this, once we got over that balance in the 4,000 and 400 level, if these numbers are in line, the market is most likely going to grind higher up until Fed Day. I said we can get to at least 420 and possibly into that gap. We'll see if this number shocks people at 8:30. Because right now they are very confident what's going on. The overnight high right now in SPY, which I'm sure is going to change, is 414. Overnight low is 410.83. ES is overnight high 61.25. Overnight low of 28. Triple Q is doing the same thing, as is the Russell. So again, we're going to see if we get gaps for 3 days in a row today. We do have a 13 wide pocket in ES all the way down at 35.25. So the game plan either for now and or at 9:30 once the number is digested. Again, the bigger the gap, the less likely I'm going to look for a long right away. Remember, I didn't take a long in A period yesterday, and then I made money long in B, C, and D. Okay? You don't have to do it right away. You know, I mean, people scream gap and go and all other such things. But again, there'll always be opportunities, especially early in the morning. Number two, the higher we go, the more we're getting into those large sets of single prints from August 26th. They're not going to be that easy to fill. Now, we will be getting acceptance, possibly, I shouldn't say that, possibly, we'll see at 8:30, above the 20. If you do that, then we can start taking some of those back. But remember, in SPY, those last set of single prints don't get filled to 418.05. We're still $4 away from those right now. So again, not going to be the easiest thing to take back, but they're going in the right direction. So if we open with a gap and the gap becomes reasonable, I'll look for long against a gap fill. If the gap fills, we'll see what happens at that overnight wide POC. Okay, these are all very important levels. The gap fill, the wide POC, and then value high. If you stay above that, even if you fill the gap, buyers are still in control. So keep that in mind. I'd still be looking for longs. Any acceptance back inside M's range and value, you will trade at that 11 wide point of control. So those are two very important facts to keep in mind if we are to come in by 9:30, well, whether you're trading now or at 9:30. Okay? Any acceptance into M, I'll look for a short back down the POC. If you can't get accepted, I'll still look for longs with value high and then back above yesterday's high. On the flip side, if this thing really gets out of hand and pushes up into those large sets of single prints, probably would take a short the first time where I deem the risk reward to be acceptable inside those large set of single prints. Again, in the trading room, you're getting this all day long as the market is forming. And then on the charts, here's the weekly. Look at this. They're trying to get above that trend line. We have a gap from yesterday, and there's the gap up there they want to fill. So now the question is, can they get above this trend line and start heading towards this trend line high? That's on the weekly, which is now up. The daily is clearly up. Is this emotional trading? You bet your bottom dollar it is. This is a possibility of 3 gaps in a row. Again, we don't know what's going to happen come 8:30, but it's a possibility of 3 gaps in a row. You talk about emotional trading all year. Look at these 2 huge gaps down, right? Then we get gap here up, gap here up, gap down. Now 2 gaps up, possibly a third. It's ridiculous emotional trading by fragile glass, paper mache traders. Keep that in mind. But again, if the number's in line, I expect the progression to continue up. Good luck trading today. Have a great day, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.